Time now for the Peter Chell 5 o'clock news on this Monday evening, September 21st, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. I have 5 o'clock news at 9 here. Top story at 5 o'clock on this Monday evening here is Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker suspended his presidential campaign today, effective during an end in a once promised GOP presidential bid that collapsed over the summer, according to several Republicans briefed in his plans. The Holy See kept the historic visit to the eastern Cuban city of Holguin on Monday with a blessing for the island's fourth most publicity from its last point, Loma de la Cruz across the hill. Could there be a more ironic backdrop to the debate over the Republican presidential candidate Ben Cross's comments about Islam in the presidency? Washington, Patricia McGrath, president of Trinity Washington University, a liberal arts college in the capital, have been working on months with the Secret Service and the White House to accommodate a rare and important state visit as Pope Francis will newly cross paths with China's Xi Jinping. Berlin, Volkswagen's chief executive was under wavering pressure Monday in an admissions testing scandal raised more than 13 billion euros from the company's market value in a single training session. Little Bella Bond was allegedly killed by her mother's boyfriend because she thought she was possessed and it was time for her to die. Prosecutors told a judge at a Monday bail here in Boston. Budapest, Hungary's parliament authorized the government on Monday to deploy the army to help a wave of migrants, granted the military the right to use non-lethal force. One way to express shock dismay in diplomatic English should say, "You have dropped your bacon sandwich" expression popularized in the mid-1990s Lads magazine loaded as, "Why David Cameron's big skate scandal isn't going away." In Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, the Burkina Faso general who seized power in the coup last week apologized in the nation on Monday and said he would hand over the control to a civilian transitional group after the military had warned that its forces would. Washington, Russia's military buildup in Syria has shown no signs of slowing down, with Moscow adding significant air power to its growing array of assets along with a stretch of coastline still controlled by Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Anchorage, Alaska, oil prices are so low that they are hovering at benchmarks not seen in years, plunging oil to blend in Alaska to a crippling budget deficit. More than 20% of female undergraduates in array of prominent universities said this year were the victims of sexual assault and misconduct, echoing findings elsewhere, and quoted to one of the largest studies ever of college sexual violence. The head of the Secret Service apologized that a group of children suffering from cancer that their supporters were treated after they said they were pushed out of Lafayette Square on Saturday night. Jeff Almer booked his flight south from Minnesota weeks ago. He was served a hotel woman in federal courts in Albany, Georgia, as in Georgia court when victims seek life sentence were executed whose ship tainted. U.S. stocks ended higher Monday. We brought it from last week with help from Apple and financial shares, but a drop of biotech shares limited events. Atlanta Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta President Dennis Lockhart said Monday that he's still pleased that U.S. Central Bank will be able to raise short-term interest rates this year, but he would like a little bit more time to make sure unsettled. Pandora Media Incorporated rose as much as 50% after top U.S. officials said rates and judges could consider internet radio companies' agreement with small music labels. New York, Wall Street and European stocks rebounded more than 1% on Monday. Rallies that along with the gains in the global oil markets pointed in the tentative recovery in investor confidence. Tracy Morgan stood tall on the Amy stage in a trying to return the spotlight, but his speech fell short for the relatives of James McNair. The combined efforts of thousands of scientists worldwide have been produced the most complete tree of life yet, showing the evolutionary heritage of 2.3 million species from amoebas, outbreaks, and its free for everyone else. Mars is known for its dust storms, and those streams can be huge, encircling the entire planet on a small scale. The Martian surface is peppered with countless dust devils that zigzag across the red planet's plains. Dust and feeding. A female yellow-bellied water snake in Missouri has amazed scientists by giving up birth to offspring without the presence of a male. A dramatic increase of the price of decades-old generic drug called Daraprim has sparked protests among infectious disease doctors and advocates. For U.S. children and teens, more than half of the total of fruit consumption comes from whole fruits, most commonly apples, and News 33 data shows. American embassy outside the United States and Canada today announced the two pivotal phase 3 clinical studies for Bezloxumab, its investigational antitoxin for prevention of Clostridium difficile. What the Food and Drug Administration calls a breakthrough drug is often not the same as what 90% would call a breakthrough, a new study shows. And now look at the stock market report here at 5:04. The Dow 16,510.19 up 125.61 points. S&P 500 1966.97 up 8.94 points. Nasdaq 4,826.96. Nasdaq 4,828.96 up 1.73 points. European markets. DAX 994.51 up 32 and 35 points. FTSE 618.01 up $4.60. CAC 40.45.85.50 up 49.65. Asian markets, Nikkei 18,070.21 down 362.06 points. Shanghai 3,157.15 up 59.24 points. HSI 21,756.93 down 163.90 points. Oil markets 46.45 up $1.77. Brent 40.68 up $1.21. Natural gas 2.574 down 31,000 a point. Gold markets 1132.70 up down 5.110 points. Silver 50.175 up 1,000 a point. Copper 2.387% up 1,000 a point. Bonds US 10-year yield 2.1994% up 67,000 a point. German 10-year yield 0.684% up 5,000 a point. And Germany's 10-year yield 0.339% down 1,000 a point. FX bonds European US dollar 1.1189 up 3,000 a point. US dollar Japanese yen 120.56 up 3 cents. And Great Britain US dollar 1.5508 up 3,000 a point. And commodities. Wheat 496 up 9 1/4. Soybean 874 up 6 1/4. Corn 384 and a half up 7 1/4. Sugar 10.94 down 2 cents. Coffee 160.75 down $1.60. Cotton 60.54 down 1 cent. Wet rice 12.83 down 12, and cocoa 3,310 down 1. Live cattle 136.80 up 80 cents. Lean hogs 71.65 up 60 cents, and FD cattle 187.40 up 1.575. In Lakeville, Massachusetts, though, with a fire at 33 Merrick Street from as according to the Taunton Police Department, Merrick Street is closed between Kimmin and Matthews Drive. And Taunton Fire Department on the scene, but MA redirected Freetown engine to the Lakeville headquarters for station coverage, which it did. And MBTA Red Line experienced moderate severe delays between JFK, Mass and North Quincy due to a man hit and killed by a train, and rescue responded, and they are cutting power through the tracks. Peter Chell News Time, 507, time and first. Sports report here, the Boston Red Sox will be at Fenway Park taking on Tampa Bay Rays in the first round. 4-game series here, 3-game series here. Game time 7:10 p.m. And 1 game this afternoon, White Sox of Chicago defeat the Detroit Tigers 2-0. Linebacker Jerome Elliott had an interception and forced fumble in defensive end. Deton Jones had a 2 quarterback hits and protected win of the Seahawks. Outside Razorbacks coach Brett Bielema has seemingly taken it back from Texas Tech coach Cliff Kingsbury's choice of words on Saturday night. Responding to a few subtle verbal jabs of his own Monday. Paris Yannick Noah, the last Frenchman to win a Grand Slam tournament, was appointed as the country's Davis Cup captain on Monday. Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo would not require surgery to repair his broken collarbone, but is still expected to miss about 8 weeks. Peter Chell News Time is now 5:08. Time now for our travel report on this Monday evening here. And let's start it off out at the Ocean State here, where 146 on the southbound side sold before Route 95 in Providence. 95 southbound sold from Bridgetown to downtown Providence here. 95 on the northbound side sold from Edwards Avenue to Route 195 in Providence here. 195 on the westbound side sold from East Providence all the way to Providence here. 95 on the northbound side it is sold from 37 and walk all the way at the Route 10 in Cranston here. We got an accident on Route 6 on the westbound side, 6 deck before Route 6 in Providence. So expect some delays here. And we got an accident 95 on the northbound side of downtown Providence after 195, so expect some delays here. Route 4 on the southbound side is slow from 102 to Route 2 in North Kingstown here. Jamestown and Newport bridges are looking good. Mountain Oak Bridge on the southbound side is slow from Bristol to Portsmouth here. 195 on the eastbound side, it is slow from Route 6 and 103 in Somerset all the way out to Fall River on the eastbound side. Westbound side of 195, it's slow for the Fall River stretch. 146 on the northbound side, it is slow from 99 all the way up to North Smithfield here. Route 95 on the southbound side, so from 140 in Mansfield all the way out to 295 in Attleboro here. 24 on the southbound side, slow around Route 495 in Raynham, Bridgewater area here. 4 and 7 bridges are looking good here. 28 on the northbound side, slow before the Bourne stretch here. 95 in the southbound side, so for Route 120 in Canton all the way out to the Coney Street in Sharon. Here, 120 in the southbound side, so from Route 1 in Norwood all the way out to Route 24 in Canton due to an accident on ramp to 24 from 120 93, so expect some delays here. 120 in the northbound side, so from Braintree all the way out to Randolph. 120 in the southbound side, so from 20 in Randolph all the way to the Braintree split. Route 3 in the southbound side, so from the split all the way out to before Route 18 in Weymouth. Route 24 southbound, so after Route 120 in Cantoneer, Southface Expressway on the northbound side, so around Route 3 in Quincy. Southface Expressway on the southbound side, so from Milton all the way up to the Braintree split. Southface Expressway on the southbound side, it is backed up from the Pike all the way out to Southface Expressway. Tipping Hilton on the both ends of downtown Boston, it's slow. Mass parking in the eastbound side, get an accident in improved tunnel, so expect some delays and mass parking to both ends from Logan Airport all the way out to Boston University here, and mass parking in the eastbound side, it is slow from 120 to Western all the way out to Newton here, mass parking to the westbound side, so from Newton all the way out to Natick here. 93 on the northbound side, it is slow from Somerville all the way out to Route 129 in Wilmington and there. Route 1 in the northbound side, so around Route 60 in Revere, and it's backed up all the way out to Route 95 in Denver's here. 120 on the northbound side, we got slow spots from Waltham all the way out to Burlington here. 120 in the southbound side, so around Route 9 in Wellesley due to an accident on 120 in the southbound side after Route 16 in Newton here. And then 120 on the northbound side, so from moving all the way out to Reading here. 290 on the westbound side is so from 190 in Worcester all the way out to Worcester here. 495 on the southbound side is so from Interstate 90 and Random Mass Pike here. Route 3 on the northbound side, so from Bedford all the way out to Chelmsford here. 93 on the northbound side, so from 495 in Andover all the way out to Lawrence here. 495 on the southbound side, so around Route 97 in Haverhill here. 93 on the southbound side, so from 89 in Concord all the way out to Hooksett Toll Plaza here. And the main turnback looking good from York all the way out to Augusta via Paulton here. Okay, look at that MBTA alerts here at 512. On the subway, Green Line B branch, Green Line B branch, Green Line C branch, and Green Line E branch experiencing moderate delays. Orange Line experiencing moderate delays on the northbound due to the disabled train at State Street. Red Line experiencing moderate delays due to an early medical emergency at JFK UMass. Red Line branch may experience moderate northbound delays between Braintree and North Quincy on Monday. And 715 experiencing moderate delays due to traffic here. Commuter rail. Looking good, and the ferries all Hingham and Hull ferry trips will be routed about 14 days due to scheduled long on bridge construction out in 3 to 8 minutes of travel. PRHL News Times now 5:13 on this Monday evening at 7:09 for a weather report. Fair skies with 66 degrees out temperature in Norton with a humidity 43%. Wind speed available about 5 gusts and 17 miles an hour. Barometer 3.23 inches, 2.43 degrees, and visibility 10 miles. Alright, looking at current conditions around the region, 64 degrees in Boston and Beverly, 68 in Gloucester, 66 in Lawrence, 65 in Bedford, it's 68 in Pittsburgh, 65 in Worcester, 68 in Sturbridge, 70 in Milford, it's 65 in Norwood, 66 in Taunton, 63 in New Bedford and Plymouth, and Provincetown and Chatham and Cape Cod Bay, 61 in Falmouth, 66 in Marvin Vineyard, 62 in Nantucket, it's 66 in Smithfield and Providence, 69 in Wesley, 66 in Blockon, it's 69 in Montauk, 70 in Islip, 71 in New York City, 71 in Bridgeport, 74 in Waven, it's 71 in Danbury, 70 in Waterbury, 73 in Meriden, 72 in Hartford and Winslow, 69 in Springfield, 70 in Greenfield, 67 in Athol, 66 in North Adams, that's 64 degrees out in Pittsfield, 66 in Albany, 68 in Silver Springs, 64 in Rutland, Vermont, 67 in Bennington, 63 in Barbara, Vermont, 67 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 66 degrees in Keene, 65 in Trafford, Hampshire, 69 in Nashville, Hampshire, 68 in Manchester, Hampshire, 69 in Cork, Hampshire, 66 in Lockhorn, Hampshire, 69 degrees in Portsmouth, Hampshire, and Portland, Maine. Here, okay, look at that surface map around the country. Shows a cold front off the Oregon coast stretching for Oregon, merged with a Seychelles front from western Idaho and Montana, merged with a cold front from Montana, stretched up into North Dakota and eastern Manitoba. Here, cold front stretching off the California coast, merged with a Seychelles front from south central California, stretching all the way up to Texas, and merged with a cold front from central Texas, stretch around the Gulf states, and Seychelles front off South Carolina to sea. Here, front low pressure from Idaho down for northeastern Nevada, low pressure and southwestern Idaho air. And 45 from eastern Dakota, down for western Nebraska, and down for western Kansas, down for eastern Colorado air with a low pressure right here. 45 from south central Ohio, down for eastern Kentucky and Tennessee, and ran the western Carolina air. And 45 off the Dominican Republic, and 45 from the Gulf of Mexico air. We got low pressures in southern California and South Carolina and northwestern Gulf of California, and we got high pressure in eastern Idaho down for west central portions of Colorado here, and upstate New York and southern Quebec here. 71 degrees in Detroit, it's 68 in Pittsburgh, 69 in Washington, D.C., 76 in Atlanta, 81 in Miami, Florida, it's 89 in Branchville, Dallas, Texas, it's 70 in Kansas City, 73 in Omaha, Nebraska, 72 in Chicago, 79 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 57 degrees in Great Falls, Montana, 59 in Seattle, 77 in San Francisco, 81 in Los Angeles, it's 93 in Las Vegas, 86 in Phoenix, 79 in Salt Lake City, 85 in Denver, Colorado, and 76 degrees in Albuquerque, Mexico air. And the water temperature is 65 in the Massachusetts Bay air. Alright, looking at the radar situation here around the country here. Alright, looking at what is going on in the radar situation around the country here. And it shows some light patchy rain showers around central Pennsylvania, stretching down for eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey, and stretching out from eastern Maryland down for central Virginia and the north central portions of North Carolina, and a lot of rain showers and storms off eastern North Carolina, and patchy rain showers around South Carolina around for east central and southwestern portions of Georgia air, and a lot of rain showers in the northwestern and west central portions of Georgia, Dan for Alabama air, and a lot of rain showers in southern Louisiana off the Alabama and Mississippi coast here, and a lot of rain showers in west central portions of Texas, and Dan for Mexico, Arizona, down for southern California, and northwestern portions of Baja California, Mexico air, and a lot of rain showers in east central Saskatchewan, southeastern and southwestern portions of Saskatchewan air, and a lot of clouds from northwestern rain showers from northwestern portions of Montana, stretching to western Alberta, down for central portions of British Columbia air. Okay, let us take a look at what is going on in the satellite loop here, and it shows line of clouds from New England, stretching down for Florida and the Gulf states, and another line of clouds from western Texas and coming in much of the southern four-quarter region of Arizona, New Mexico, and down for southern California and at the sea here. And a line of clouds from British Columbia, stretching into northern Ontario, and a line of clouds from northern Montana and the northern Idaho, down for northeastern and central portions of Washington state here. Alright, let's take a look. What is going on in the tropics here? Alright, latest on tropics on Ada here. 21.2 to the north, 48 to the west. Back to the same winds, 50 miles an hour. Movement west, northwest at 7 miles an hour here. I expect it to move a little during the next day or so. There are no coastal watch warnings in effect here. At 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, the center of tropical storm Ada was located near latitude 21.2 to the north, 48.8 to the west. The storm is moving toward the northwest near 7 miles an hour. Ada is forecast to slow down tonight and begin meander motion by Tuesday, a slow eastward or southeastward motion is forecast Tuesday night and Wednesday. Maximum sustained winds are near 50 miles per 85 kilometers higher with higher gusts. Little change of strength is forecast over the next couple of days here. Top storm force winds next 10 hours up to 25 miles, 35 kilometers, mainly east of the center. The estimated minimum center temperature is 1,003 millibars at 29.62 inches here. And it's no threat to the Caribbean and the United States eastern coast mainland. And the remnants of 16 here. 30.7 in the north, 111.7 in the west. Max sustained winds 30 miles per hour. Movement northeast at 18 miles per hour. As the remnants of 16E have pouring rains for Arizona and New Mexico air. As a public advisory, 16E dissipates over northwestern Mexico and the local area rains to in Arizona and New Mexico. There are no coast watch warnings in effect here. Interest in northwestern mainland Mexico, Arizona and New Mexico should monitor the progress of the remnants of 16E. At 3 p.m. East Mountain Daylight Time, the remnants of 16E are located near latitude 30.7 in the north, launch with 111.7 in the west. Movements are moving toward the northeastern 18 miles an hour. The system is expected to continue on the northeastward track. Tuesday, maximum staying winds at 30 miles an hour, 45 kilometers an hour with higher gusts continuing. Weekend is forecasted for Tuesday. Estimated minimum center pressure 1,005 millibars at 29.68 inches here. Rainfall, the rain minutes at 16 ER. Produced rainfall amounts to 5 inches across the northern Baja California Peninsula and the northwestern Mexican state of Sonora. Isolated maximum amounts of 12 inches of possible in Baja California and Sonora, Mexico. 2 to 4 inches of rain is expected in Arizona, New Mexico. Isolated amounts of 6 inches of possible in Arizona, New Mexico. 1 to 2 inches of rain expected over portions of Southern California. For Tuesday, this rainfall could cause light flooding and flash floods and mudslides, especially in mountainous areas. Alright, looking at forecast discussion around the region here. Persistent high pressure provides dry weather along with mild days and cool nights into the next weekend. The warmest days of the week appear to be Wednesday and Thursday, followed by a slight cool down Friday into the weekend here. Near term until 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, 10:25 millibars. High pressure over the main remnants. Nearly stationary this evening and overnight, providing dry weather across southern New England dry air mass in place, with 2 points in the 30s inland with 40s along the coast except low 50s over Cape Cod and Downs. This combined with persistent east northeast winds, albeit slightly in the with time, will result in a coastline down nearly the coolest interior location that to couple of this. Have cited with a cool GFS most guidance, which towards lows in the 40s away from the coastline with the minimums in the 50s and near the shore. When we call it tonight's minimum temperature forecast will be a real coverage with persistence of middle of high clouds. Over the year in response to the southwest flow aloft 300 millibars at mid-high clouds persistent on our forecast temperatures will likely to be cool. Evening and overnight shift will be after monitor this. Nonetheless, another cool night ahead here. And expected tonight's lows 48 to 57 degrees. And tomorrow's highs 67 to 33 degrees here. And it's the warmest September in Boston. So far, 72.3 the average temperature this month in Boston in 2015 in September. It's been the warmest September since 1983 here. 2 points for prediction and clouds will dominate tomorrow around the region here. Alright. 7-day forecast goes like this. Tonight, mostly clouds got lower around 47 degrees. Northeast about 5 to 9 miles an hour here. Tuesday, mostly clouds got high about 69 degrees. Northeast about 5 to 9 miles an hour here. Tonight, most clouds got about 46 degrees. Northward about 6 miles an hour here. Wednesday, south got about 67 degrees. Northward about 5 miles an hour here. What's that? Most clouds got about 49 degrees. Light variable wind. Thursday, sunny skies about 75 degrees. Thursday night, forecast color about 51 degrees. Friday, both sunny skies about 72 degrees. Friday night, forecast color about 50 degrees. Saturday, both sunny forecast color about 67 about 47 degrees. Sunday, sunny forecast color about 68 about 51 degrees. And for Monday, both sunny skies about 73 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the evening. Clear and cool night and top tonight. Peters, you have a good evening and goodbye day to the year. See you at 11 for a late night report. Have a good evening here.